Guys, in this video, I'm going to be talking about how I have been transitioning my life, reinventing myself, bettering my mind, my desires, all of that through hard work and dedication. How I went from this to that. Okay, today is one of these days where it's Friday, and not necessarily saying I didn't want what I had home, but I wanted something a little bit different today. So I got a seaweed salad. I like how this place has a salad kind of underneath it, so I could eat that too, with a side of rice. They also package, which I think is nice, a little container of sriracha, soy sauce. I also have some sushi. I'm gonna show you guys that, but I'm so excited about this. And I'm sitting in my car. Yes, sir. I have never been so excited about some sushi rolls. So this is avocado, mango, and asparagus. And this is, I think, 16 pieces. I am so excited about this. This is gonna be good.
When we think of our mind, rather than drawing a blank or drawing on a picture of the brain, we actually have a workable image that we can start to use. Now, before we do that, let me mention something here.
Okay, as it came out. Yummy. Okay, so as I may have mentioned in one of my previous videos, I joined High Carb Hannah's monthly menu, and let me just say, this has been a game changer. Her food is absolutely amazing. It's fulfilling. I've been able to release more weight than I had been able to in the past, just by following this regimen, and it's very, very easy and effective. So yeah.
I'm gonna be looking a little bit crazy today because I just finished working out, doing some rebounding and upper body weights, or strength training, I should say. But I don't know, lately I've been feeling very kind of led to speak about self-image and how that impacts every single aspect of our lives. We always talk about weight loss and weight release and all of that stuff, but we don't get into the core of our mindset. It even affects our relationships with people. So I want to give kind of a few tips that has helped me along the way to really improve my self-image and really dig deep and see, okay, why do I feel this way about certain things? Why do I react certain ways to certain situations? All of those things. I want to definitely say that we can heal from negative experiences that would have happened. I personally don't really say anything about trauma because I'll be honest, I haven't really experienced a lot of super traumatic things that has happened where I have depression or anything like that. But I have experienced things that have really shaped my self-image and how I view myself, how I view others, all of that. So the first tip that I will give is, first of all, finding out, make a list of how you think of yourself or how you think of other people if it's in a negative mindset. So I'll give you an example. I used to always feel to be honest, that I was fat, ugly, and nobody'd ever want me, right? So those were the things that kind of I held on to, which shaped the type of relationships I used to be in, the types of things and places that I would do, even down to the clothes that I would wear. So I think it's important to first identify what are the poor self-images that we tell ourselves that 9 out of 10 are lies, right? Essentially. And I think with that, we have to look at what did that stem from? What situation or event or events led to this poor self-image? So growing up, it was my mom, my brother, myself, and my sister. My mom was super sexy, very well dressed. My brother captain of the basketball team, nice body. My sister, very, very smart. all of these things. And I felt like then there was me. You know, I felt like I was like, you know, the only chunky one out of all of us. Uh, and I didn't think I was as attractive as all of them were, you know, or are. Even though it may partially be based on what I created in my mindset, that still impacted how I viewed myself. So I started to dig deep into that and pinpoints aspects of things or people or things that were said that made me have a poor self-image of myself. My second suggestion would be to read, listen, educate yourself daily, y'all. I cannot stress how important that is to educate yourselves daily. You know, take social media breaks or only use social media for posting and then pop off. But I'll give you some suggestions or recommendations that I do. I have a stack of books that I am reading. I'm in a year-long coaching program. I also listen to Lisa Nichols. So every time I get into my car, I have something playing on my radio that is healing, that is reassuring to the soul. It may be a podcast, it may be a YouTube video. Right now I listen to Lisa Nichols like all the time in my car. I study the Bob Proctor material. Even my shower, I have a shower speaker in my bathroom, and when I go to take my showers and I have my eucalyptus and just vibing, even in the shower, I'm listening, I'm digesting, I'm feeding my soul. I don't think people realize, as much as we feed other aspects of ourselves. So for example, we work out, right, for our bodies. We eat to maintain health and strength. You know, we go to church for spiritual healing and fulfillment. But what about fulfilling our mind, stimulating our mind constantly? That's important. I'm telling you, man, that changed my life. The third thing I would recommend is visualization. This is one thing that I'm learning very heavy in the Bob Proctor coaching program, is he talks about like daydreaming and visualizing and visualizing like the dream body that you want, or the environment you want to live in. Like picture yourself already having it, like literally. So when I wake up in the mornings, I do some visualization, sometimes just for like 5 minutes. And after I visualize it, I will write it down. I will literally write down exactly what it is that I saw. And what happens is that conveys or convicts an emotion, because that's what you want. You want your conscious mind to be stimulated. You then want it to go in your subconscious mind that's going to give you that feeling behind it. And then you want to go ahead and add the action steps, right? So visualization, it's almost like, okay, so I went to Disney World for my friend's birthday, and I remember I was like in tears, because I was just like, wow, like somebody had a vision, or different individuals had a vision for this concept that manifested itself. And when you look around, every single thing that we see that has been invented, everything, it stemmed from someone's mind, from them visualizing and then producing it. So my thing is, when it comes to like the negative or poor self-image, my thing is visualize yourself in the way that you want to see yourself, right? Visualization, highly recommend. The fourth thing I would recommend is affirmations. And I feel like that's become like a cliche thing, and everybody's talking about manifestation and abundance and all of that, but really understand what those things mean. And I will say, like, I think I was guilty in the past of like, oh, just saying positive vibes, all of these things. But when you really understand what high vibrations are, positive vibrations, alignment, manifestation, abundance, you kind of operate differently. For example, abundance can mean wealth, right? But also abundance, an abundant life, like Lisa Nichols says, an abundant life is like good relationships, you know, good family ties, enjoying life, being a happy person, all of these things. Because the truth of the matter is, I know on my end, money for me is not, that isn't, I don't like, if someone had a value for giving me time, travel, item, people, freedom, I would want that sign. You know what I'm saying? But money is going to give me that time freedom that I want with my son. The ability, yo, I beg, baby, you want to go, let's go to Dubai? And they make, yeah, mom, let's go, let's ride. Show him the world. I want to be able to treat my family. You know what I mean? Like, I want my mom to just be like, whatever she want, don't even ask. You know what I mean? Bang. So I feel like that idea of affirmations, I do something called mirror work. So every morning I look in the mirror. I have my affirmations written down. I look in the mirror and I always start with, I am so happy and grateful now that, right? So Bar Proctor kind of inspired that saying, I'm so happy and grateful now that. So for example, I'll say, I am so happy and grateful now that I am actively waking up at 4:30 a.m. to work on myself, whatever, which is true, right? And I know sometimes it's hard for us to pinpoint or do an affirmation if it's not true, right? So then if you guys want to say other things, I'm so happy and grateful now that I am actively working towards bettering myself, whatever it may be. But I definitely would recommend affirmations as definitely the key. 5, I recommend giving in the same measure or in the measure that you want to receive. What that means is like, show other people love so you can get love back. Be kind to other people so you can get that kind of love back and that kind of kindness back. Because the truth of the matter is, you know, if you guys have studied or are familiar with the different laws of the universe, which for me are created through God, right? When you look at these different laws and what they mean, they resonate with how the world operates logically, like the law of cause and effect. We know that if you do this gonna happen. If you work out, you eating right, yo, you gonna look snatch, right? Baby, you gonna look snatch. So you get what I'm saying? Like, it's cause and effect. So we have to make sure that we're understanding and working with those laws to understand that, yo, what you give is what you get, which also impacts how we see ourselves, how we hold ourselves, how we view ourselves. I think those kind of like 5 tips, and I have a whole lot more, but I'll talk about that later. I think those 5 tips in conjunction with, I don't know about you guys, I grew up in a household where my mom would wake up very, very early, sometimes like 5:30. I love waking up early, and I'll tell you my kind of like 4:30 morning routine. I'll actually make another video about that, but it's been the best thing that has helped with my self-image, because I think that, like I say, a lot of our self-taught or understanding is built on other people's beliefs of us, or how other people would have treated us, or what other people may have done to us, and then what we start to tell ourselves, because the truth of the matter is we start to believe what the world tells us, you know? So yes, I hope that helped. I'm gonna update you guys. Oh my gosh, I'm so, y'all know when you just in a good place, you feeling good, you taking these little action steps. You know, this is my little rebounder. I've been working out on this pretty consistently. I am almost below 200 pounds, which, oh my gosh, it feels like this has taken like 10 million years to do, but I'm almost below 200. I'm pushing, I'm gonna get there. My goal is 155. That's kind of like my sweet spot. I ended up signing up for High Carb Hannah's monthly menu for the Starch Solution, which that was a game changer. Let me tell y'all something. If you could outsource, right? If you have the means or the resources to outsource when you like, I need help with this. Let me tell you something. go ahead and pay that little few extra dollars to get help and get what you need. It is very worth it.
Okay, I look a little crazy today. Today is Saturday. It's a good day. Got my hair too. I upgraded my phone, which is literally like the best thing ever. But I just want to say to you guys, thank you so much for watching. Send you guys an abundance of love, support. We are almost at 1,000 subscribers. I'm like, what the hell? So thank you guys so much. I'm trying. I didn't want to leave you guys like that. But I do sincerely want to say thank you guys so much. Starting this YouTube channel has been in the works for years, and I keep talking myself out of it. But this year, I'm really showing up for myself. I'm putting myself first, and I want to continue to share tips that have been very, very useful over this last, I would say, 5 months. That's been very, very effective. And the truth of the matter is, everything that I want for myself, I want to give to other people and like open it up to them as well. So yes, so let's get us up to 1,000 subscribers and continue to share the message, pass it on. Understand that it's not just about eating healthy and all of that, but it's really about like shifting our mindset. You know what I'm saying? All right, until next time.